All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to get started. So thank you so much for joining us. This is the Grand Staircase Escalante Partners Fall 2021 Volunteer Program Kickoff webinar. So during this webinar, we're going to be going over our fall volunteer programming and the volunteer program kind of in total, and then also how to sign up for our volunteer program. So this webinar is going to be recorded. So if you have questions in the future and would like to rewatch a part of this webinar, like when you're signing up for a volunteer program, you'll be able to find the link for this on our website. If you have any questions as we go through, you can go down to the chat box, which will be at the bottom of your screen, and feel free to plug in a question. All right. So my name is Kaitlin Martin, and I am in the Escalante area, and I am GSEP's Education and Stewardship Coordinator. You can find my contact information here. You can always reach me at my email, which is kaitlin@gsenm.org. And you can also find this information on our website. Go ahead, Neak.
My name is Neak. I'm an Education Programs Manager. I'm based in Kanab. So as a volunteer, you'll likely be interacting with both of us, but depending on where your volunteer endeavor is, you may see more of one of us or more of the other. And my contact information is down there as well.
Go ahead, Neak.
So before we dive into the nitty gritty of getting onto our volunteer platform, I'm just going to do a quick overview of the projects that we have coming up. So our fall schedule does highlight most of the different types of events that we'll have moving forward. And so those are graffiti remediation, so removing drawn on and scratched on graffiti. And that unfortunately is a task that is often recurring need just due to the negative impacts of visitation. So we have a couple of graffiti remediation trips coming up, as you can see on the figure in the right hand side of the screen. Our first one is actually coming up this Friday. If you happen to be in the area, I believe we still have a couple of spots open. So come on out, and we're going to be removing some stuff from Piku and Spooky. One of the other types of events that we have coming up that we'll have ongoing are Trail Ambassador events. And so the Trail Ambassadors program is a sort of particular subset of the volunteer program in which you all volunteers will be trained to educate visitors about low impact behaviors, and through the framework of sort of honoring the land, which is a part of our vision, our organizational vision. And basically a lot of the educational material is modeled on the Legion of Grace principles, which many of you are likely familiar with some additional framing to think about the specifics of the monument in our region, as well as thinking about how to really motivate people to want to engage in those behaviors. And then our sort of third type of project can vary, but basically it will be things like trail work, so like social trail reclamation, fencing projects, so protecting springs, and any other of those sort of like one-off service projects that are identified as a need by our VLM collaborators, the folks that will be there. As you can see here, the events will be open to 4 to 8 people, kind of depending on where it is, what type of work it is, and so on. And you'll always be able to view our upcoming opportunities and other general information about volunteering at gscnm.org/volunteer.
Yeah, so just kind of go into detail about each one of these programs that Neak just highlighted. So we'll have graffiti remediation, which is usually an all-day event. We're usually going to be doing that in slot canyons like Peekaboo, Spooky, Zebra, and there's no special training needed to come do this with us. We'll provide you with all the gear and all the training that you need, and it's a really fun day outside, really gratifying to kind of remove or remediate some of this graffiti that we've been seeing in our slot canyons. And then as Nick was talking about, we're also going to have our Trail Ambassadors program. So these are going to be representatives of GSEP and also the BLM, focusing on educating people about how to honor the land by minimizing their impact on the monument. And this is a great opportunity for locals or for those that spend a lot of time in the monument. And this usually will take place on busy weekends, especially holiday weekends. So Trail Ambassadors is going to be in 2 different flavors. So you can either be stationed at a trailhead or hiking on the trails. And this is how you're going to interact with visitors. Ambassadors should plan on being able to volunteer for this program at least 4 times during the year. And the reason we ask that is because we're going to ask people to do a short training and become trained trail ambassadors. So this will be a quick online training, and you can learn more about this on our website. And for this opportunity that I'll go into detail in later in the webinar, called the Interest in the Trail Ambassador Program. And then we'll also have service days. So this will be a combination of trail work, trash pickup, fencing, just kind of the service projects that need to be done on the monument. And a lot of these will be in partnership with the BLM. So these will mostly be one-day events. We'll also have some overnight events depending on where these projects are going to be taking place on the monument. Sometimes they're in pretty remote areas, so those will be really fun as well. Now I'm going to go over safety. So the most important part of our volunteer program is keeping our volunteers safe. So you can find all of our safety information in our handbook. That's also available on our website, but you can find it at bit.ly/GSEP volunteer guide. So when we go out into the field, you'll mostly be with either Neak or I or both of us, but all of our trip leaders have our Wilderness First Responder certification. We'll be carrying a comprehensive first aid kit, and we'll also have a Garmin InReach that we can use to contact emergency services if we need to. So when you sign up for our volunteer programs, a part that you can do to help us out is to let us know if you have any pertinent medical history or issues like asthma or diabetes, or if you have a bad knee injury, anything that would be good for us to know before we go out into the field with you. Since we live in the special time of COVID, we also have COVID-19 safety policies. So we're requiring that all of our in-person volunteers are vaccinated. And we're asking our volunteers to bring proof of vaccination. So either bring your vaccination card on the day of the event, or a photo of it or a copy of it. And then you can also email that to me beforehand as well. We'll also be encouraging social distancing when outside with those not within your household. And then also requiring masks when in enclosed spaces like buildings or if we're traveling in vehicles together. And you can read our complete COVID program at bit.ly/GSEPCOVID, which is also available in the handbook and on our website. So if you have any questions, that's a good place to go. So as Neak said, the best place to find our information is on our website, which is gsenm.org. So we'll go there now. All right, and can you see the website page? Okay, great. So this is our homepage for our organization if you haven't been here before. So this just gives you everything you need to know about who we are and what we do. The best place to find volunteer information is under the Get Involved tab, and then go to the volunteer page. All right, so this is gsenm.org/volunteer. So here you can sign up for events like we're having right now that you're signed up for, which is our kickoff and information event. You can also sign up for specific volunteer opportunities through this window. You can also scroll down and learn more about our volunteer programming. And you can keep going and find all of those volunteer documents I was talking about. So the volunteer guide, the tips and tricks for using our Golden site, which is our volunteer management software, our COVID-19 information, and then also the waiver that we ask all of our volunteers to sign. You can also learn about our ongoing volunteer opportunities, which we've already highlighted, like graffiti remediation and trail ambassadors. And then you can also read our inclusion statement. And then if you keep going down, you can register to become a volunteer. So when you click on this, it's going to go to our Golden page. And Golden is just a third party that we use. They help us keep track of volunteers, help us keep in contact, and a good way for us to post all of our opportunities and make it really easy and straightforward. So here you can find all of our upcoming opportunities. So like Neak said, we have a graffiti remediation day on Friday, which will be our first volunteer day, which we're really excited about. We have an event in Kanab, and then also a bunch of other graffiti remediation days coming up. So those are all of our one-day in-person opportunities that we have right now. And then we also have ongoing skill interest area opportunities. So say you have a lot of experience in creating curriculum for teaching kids about science, and you'd be interested in volunteering those skills to help us out creating curriculum. If you want to do that, you can come here to our education programs development opportunity and sign up for this opportunity. And then whenever we need help, say developing education curriculum or doing any program development, we'll send out an email to everyone that signed up for this opportunity, telling them what we need, and then you can get in contact with us if you'd be interested in volunteering those skills. And we have them kind of for a bunch of things. So if you're certified with a chainsaw or you've been on a trail work crew before, you could sign up for technical trail work skills. So if we need some more advanced trail work help, we'll reach out to you there. And we have a bunch of different things that we need help with, like data entry is always to be something that we need help with. And then a couple other things to point out is a great place to start with us is this Interest in Grand Staircase Escalante volunteer program. And when you sign up for this opportunity, it basically just gives us your email. And then once a month, we'll send out an email to everyone that signed up for this opportunity and tell them about all of our upcoming programs. So then you don't have to check our website or social media or our Golden page all the time. You'll just get one email with everything in it, and you'll know if there's anything you want to sign up for. So that's a good one to sign up for. And then if you're interested in becoming a trail ambassador, we also have an opportunity for that. So it's this Interest in the Honoring the Land Trail Ambassador Program. And when you sign up for this, we'll get in contact with you and send you the training. And then from there, you can sign up to be an official trail ambassador. So if you're interested in that program, this is the place to start. So I'll just go into an example of signing up for a program. So let's say I want to go volunteer in Kanab for our 25th anniversary stewardship event. Within each opportunity, you'll get some details. So this kind of just, the first part just gives like a quick overview of it. So it's an outdoor activity. It's going to be engaging your body. It's going to be active and social. And from here, it gives a description, the purpose of the volunteer opportunity, the role you'll be playing, and then a thing that Golden calls, which is like the vibe. So kind of what the opportunity is all about, along with the location. And this also gives you the time slot. So the amount of hours that need to be committed to do this. So that looks great. I want to sign up. So I already pre-filled out the form. So once you push sign up, you'll come here and you'll scroll down and fill out this page. So really simple, just your contact information, phone number, email, emergency contact name, which is really important for us to have just in case if anything happens. Whether you're over 18 years old or under 18 years old. If you're under 18, you just have to have a parent or guardian also sign and give their email. If you have any dietary restrictions, you need transportation to the volunteer site. And then again, that's what I said earlier, if you have any pertinent medical conditions. So for example, I have asthma, which I treat with a rescue inhaler, which is good for my trip leaders to know. And then if you're able to provide your vaccination card on the day of the event. So once I have that all filled out, I'm going to go to sign up. And we're going to have you put in your pronouns. So this is just so we know how to address you. So example of pronouns, my pronouns are she, her, hers. So that's what I would put in here. I'm going to submit that. Great. So now I'm in and I'm ready to go. So another thing that will happen is that I should get an email. Here we are from Grand Staircase Escalante Partners. And it'll say that I'm registered for the event. It'll tell me where to go, what time to go there, who to contact if I have any questions, and also some details about the event. So this will just give you everything you need to know for the day. Ask you to read our volunteer guide, which we ask all of our volunteers to read in full before they come volunteer with us. The COVID information, and then also any details about the day itself. And then what will happen a few days before the event, we'll send out another email just giving you that reminder that you're signed up for the volunteer event and give you any updates or any more details that you need about the event. So that's a rundown on our Golden site. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Another place that we post volunteer opportunities is on this website called Catch a Fire, and they're actually partners with Patagonia, which is one of our big supporters. And so this is a great place to go if you are interested in offering your professional skills. So here we post a lot if we need like a professional graphic designer to help us out with something. Translation is another one that you can sign up for, and it's also just a great way to get to volunteer for different nonprofits. Great. And then another thing to do with volunteering. So if I want to go back into Golden, one thing that I'll have to do is set up my Golden account. So if I go to the main Golden page, which is Golden Volunteer, I can go to login. And I'll put in my email. And then I'll say, but I don't have a password because I haven't made one yet. So it'll ask me to, I didn't get this set up correctly, but basically it'll just say that I need to set up my password. So then I'll go in, it'll send me an email where I can set up my password and get into my Golden account that way.
Also, if it's like not looking, if you're not seeing like I need to set up my password, the cool thing is that you can just like once you've signed up for something with your email, you can enter your email and just say forgot password, and it like still will take you through the process of setting one up. Even like you haven't forgotten your password because you haven't set one, but if you click forget password, it will take you through that same process.
Yeah. So
and one of our documents on the volunteer website is a short document with some written tips and tricks about the process of getting signed up.
Yeah. And do you have anything else to add, Neak? No, so that's kind of just the overview of volunteer programs. So thank you guys so much for listening in. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat and we can answer them. Or if you think of something later, again, you can reach me at Kaitlin@dscnm.org. So we'll just hang out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming.
You can use the chat or the Q&A box, or you can head off into your evening.
Yeah. And again, this is recorded, so you'll be able to access this on our website as well.
All right. Well, don't hesitate to reach out to us via phone or email if you have some questions. And I think we'll probably end up with a volunteer FAQ document on our website as soon as we start getting some of those frequently asked questions.
Oh, cool. So someone just entered a question, Bradley. They're bilingual French, English, and have an outdoor emergency care cert for Ski Patrol. So what programs are for them?
Bradley, where are you located? Would you like to be a trail ambassador? I mean, one of the I think really cool things for any folks with language skills is that the reality is that there are people coming from all over the world to see Grand Staircase. So I do love the idea of some of our trail ambassadors having the ability to make that more personal connection with some visitors when they have that. And definitely, I mean, any of our volunteers having wilderness first responder, other forms of medicine for outdoor settings, I think is always an asset for any of our programs. Oh no, Southern California. I was too bad because I was also like there's volunteer search and rescue, which isn't a GSEP thing, but well, hopefully you'll still make it out here and we can get you out on the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great evening. And we are so excited to see you out on the monument and do some service work with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.